Welcome to TPK Roleplay, and welcome to the 13th episode of our Curse of Strahd campaign, Dark Echoes. This campaign, while based on the standard module from Wizards of the Coast, has been modified using additional content from a variety of sources. Dark Echoes will be a vivid exploration of classic Gothic horror tropes and monsters of all kinds. It may be a brutal, stressful, and grim experience, and is not for the faint of heart. Please know that those of us around the virtual table have given our consent to explore these topics together as respectfully as we can. But if you, the viewer, should feel uncomfortable at any point, please make sure to step away, get some air, stretch your legs, and check in on us again later. And with that, I am Luke Locke, and I will be your dungeon master today for the Feast of Saint Andral. Players, if you'd like to go around, starting with Sarah.
Hi, I'm Osiris Franco, and I play Irina Kolyana, the Human Ranger. Passing it over to Cole.
Hello, I am Koravi. I play Colin, the Antiquarian. And I think I have the football right now. Do I have the football?
Yes.
Great, I have the football. Onward to someone.
I checked it beforehand. You saw me checking it beforehand.
We'll go in intentional overlay order.
Oh,
hello.
There's Ty.
You guys are sick now.
I am Tyrant. I will be playing Winchester, the half-elf druid. Also, I did not realize this was the 13th episode, and now I am even more terrified. On to Tony.
Hello, I am Tony, back with Toby, the lizard folk barbarian. I'm scared, but we're gonna go to Turk.
Hello, I'm Turk. But also, hi, I'm playing with Tavio, the half-elf entertainer. But I'm not with the group right now.
So let's change the music, and we'll bring up where we last left off. You run from the coffin maker's shop and gaze upon the full horror of multiple vampires and evil spawn feasting on the city of Vallaki. Lifeless corpses are intermittently strewn throughout the street, the blood only half drained from their veins. You hear screaming in every direction. Panicked Vallakians have taken to the streets in a bid to flee the city, or are desperately boarding up their doors and windows. For every moment that you delay, more are dying. What are you doing?
Running.
Irina's gonna, we ran into the city square. I think it was Colin and Irina for certain. Irina's just gonna turn and panicked look at Colin and just yell to the church. We've gotta fucking get to the church.
Yes. If you remember, you did see a fiery horse descend from the sky with a mounted rider. And he is currently floating, well, not really floating, trotting his horse above the town square, looking down at you.
Yeah, so definitely, yep. Running, and gonna look up at Colin too, and think for a moment. and then just under his breath, God damn it, I wish you could carry things. And just yell for everyone to follow. And I am going to also really quickly cast encouraging words on whoever's with me and Irina. If it's just us two, it's just us. But we will have a... Let me make sure I don't get a bonus. Let's see.
I think Toby and I are maybe 30 seconds behind you at this point. Because we would have stayed for, you know, however long, and then hearing the apocalypse probably would have followed.
Yeah, technically, the original spell says that it's touch. The Antiquarian spell says that words flow out, but it doesn't say any range, so I'm just going to assume it goes off of resistance, which is touch. So just me and Irina, but we can add a D4, and then we're just gonna run a whole bunch.
I'm gonna move our boy up here, just kind of indicate that he is still just galloping his horse around in the air, looking down at the chaos.
Toby.
Irina's... Oh, go back.
Sorry. Toby, come on, get on my back. And Winchester like throws Toby's arm over his shoulder as his kind of bones and ligaments start to pop and snap and his muscles enlarge, and he gets down on all fours, and Winchester's body begins to like bubble, enlarge, and horns begin to sprout from the top of his head as he turns himself into a giant elk. Which is a terrifying image because it's a huge creature. So, however that works.
I'm going to have to upload all of your wild shape tokens,
Yeah,
but for
I'll give you
now,
art
just
for that.
yep. I got it. It's not uploaded, but as you guys, let's see here. Hold on. I'm gonna.
Oh, and we're charging 120 feet around towards Colin and Irina.
Okay, go ahead and move your tokens as you need. I don't have you in initiative yet, but like try and keep it like, you know, don't just rush across the map. Because as you enter the square, the town square is burning. Every building in the area is ablaze. Fierce flames fighting the torrential downpour as it begins to rain. Civilians are still locked up in the stocks. Their pleas for help muffled by the plaster masks forced upon them. Left like this, they would make easy prey. Squinting through the ash and rain, you see Ezek, captain of the guard, is here, accompanied by a band of watchmen. The devil-limbed commander slices a wretched creature in twain with his giant battle axe, dark blood splashing against his chest and arms. His guard squadron is faring less well. 4 watchmen lie dead, blood mingling with the soil. The remaining guards, 6 in total, including one in an officer's uniform, have formed a defensive block as 3 vampires circle like buzzards around the ragged group. Ezek fixes his eyes on you, Colin, across the square and begins stalking silently in your direction, his arm glowing like a hot coal. Fire dances in his eyes.
Ezek, with us. I think we have a plan to save the city. We need to get this back to the church.
A few more spawn will leap at him as he walks toward you, and he will easily slice them away. until he is by your side. Oops, that's Colin again. And he will just nod at you.
Just running.
Okay.
Yeah. Irina's gonna try and target, like, she wants as much, like, balcony cover on the streets as possible to keep things from jumping on the roof, but also to try and block sight from Strahd. I think Irina fully believes that that isn't going to help, but, like, just that instinct of, like, hide while running, that's kind of the route she's gonna target.
Kind of like, ducking and weaving as she's running.
Is trying to, like, the worst thing that could happen is for Strahd to see a band of adventurers hacking and slashing through vampires, beelining for a church. So she's trying to, like, take a quick route, maybe not the most direct, but a quick route that's overcast by cover. You know what I mean?
Okay. As you guys are running, I am now going to need you to kind of roll initiative. We may hop in and out of it as you guys go.
Let's just try this.
And you guys will kind of hear a booming laughter from above you as Strahd casually gallops around on his horse, laughing at the chaos below.
Well, my initiative is actually 4 instead of 2. Not that that helps too much.
Right, we can edit it.
I rolled too many times. I'm 22. I didn't see it come through the first time.
Okay. You are 22.
Also,
And-
there's something about Turk's name.
What? Did you do that on purpose, Turk?
No, wait a second. I think I clicked the wrong character. Sorry. I don't have my mini.
All right, hold on.
I didn't say anything for stream, so.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're professional.
Everything's fine.
There you go.
Thank you.
By the way, because of the conversation with Ezek, I mean, we're Toby and I are booking it. If you're okay with us being up with them at this point, Luca.
If you're gonna dash, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, we're just mad dashing, and I can
Yep.
easily carry Toby, so it's all right. All of you just see taking up a lot of space. It's essentially a 4x4 cube creature. Just these horns scraping the sides of buildings as it passes. This giant elk barreling towards you. It's missing eyes, so you can probably assume who it is.
All right. Toby, what are you doing right now as you're running, since you are first in initiative?
Since I'm riding on Winchester, I'm just gonna hold my action to just, like, kick the shit out of any, like, vamp or vampire spawn that decides to try to come up to us, and just to kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
Roll.
that's really all I can do.
Okay. Do you want to roll a kick attack, or you're just trying to, like, get it off of you?
I mean, if one is like one on us.
Oh yeah, they're swarming in around you as they see you enter the
sure.
square.
I can just fucking roadhouse kick these bastards.
4, 1, 2, 3. Ah, Toby, you get the bad table.
Fuck me!
Oh no!
Of course I do. You.
Of course,
God damn
of
it.
course you do.
Right.
Let's see here. Thank you, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, thanks, TJ. I get a 17 just to kick a bastard off.
Okay. Let's see. This dude that's coming in for you, a 17 will hit. Okay. Are you doing damage with that, or are you just trying to get him away from you?
It's essentially it's less about damage, more just like be gone
Okay.
thought.
All right.
Just shove attack.
All right. I'll move him back then. And then let's figure out what your bad table is.
Can we not?
I think we should.
I don't want to. Let me get my journal.
I think we also have a good table.
We
If I read that right.
Well, we have a bad table first, so.
Yeah.
But we're kind of in the middle of a whole thing, so.
It's fine. We're not too
It's
deep yet.
fine. Toby, as you're running, you lose your combat footing, exposing yourself to your target. The target has advantage on their first attack roll against you in the next round.
Cool. Two good tables.
Irina, you are just running, trying to keep down.
Yep, she's kind of trying to scout the way as like things move and everything. Maybe as she goes, if she can see something that will like block other folks like pushing things, but really she's just trying to clear a route, keeping an eye out in front to try and tag people with her bow if they get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Not people, but monstrous people.
Not people, but monstrous. Okay. Let's see. The sound of combat echoes over the chaos, accompanied by maniacal laughter. War is being waged in the very center of town, and a column of dark smoke is rising over the city. You are going to see this dude move in on you. So you can take a turn against them, or just try and evade and keep running.
Yeah, I would like to try and, well, Colin has the football.
Currently.
Does this thing look like it's hurt at all?
It does not. It does have quite a bit of blood on it. However, it seems to be just fine.
Okay, yeah. So she is going to see this thing. Let me see and check really quick. Sorry, I had an active hunter's mark, so I want to make sure if I've got to drop it and recast it, which I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, so as that thing's running up at her and she's moving low with her bow, like with an arrow nocked, if it like starts to get closer, she's gonna straight up Legolas this guy's ass, where she like bow up, still running, looses an arrow at it. Bonus action casting hunter's mark.
Okay.
So let me roll to hit that thing. Where is it? With this. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, awesome. So that's gonna be plus, let's see, it's 1d6. Uh, 14 piercing damage. Is this a reaction kind of a deal, or is this a full turn?
This is a full turn for you. I was letting
Okay.
you know that he was moving in on you since it
Okay,
was your turn.
perfect. She's gonna try and hit him again then.
Are
A
your
17?
attacks magical?
No, unfortunate. But you need to get your girl a magic bow. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That will hit.
This time, let me see if I can use this. I am gonna use Colossus Slayer because now he's underneath his max HP. So it'll be a D6 and a D8. So let's roll damage. Let's see, 1d6. So 13, and then it's R. 1d8. Gosh dang it, I always forget. So 19 piercing damage total.
Non-magical though.
Non-magical. I know. It hurts my soul. As she just fires off 2 arrows and still keeps booking. Thank you, Mr. Rogers. I'm hopeful.
As you attack him, you will see the wounds like are barely cutting in. As if your weapon has little effect.
Yeah, it's the best I got.
Okay. These guys are moving in. And then Rictavio, what are you doing?
One moment. Irina hasn't moved yet. Are you using your movement?
Yes, I'm using my full movement. Where Luca's got like hordes going on. So
Yeah, if I have a free action to speak real quick since it's your turn, Winchester and Toby stroll up, and I'm just going to hold out my hand and just look at you with the football and say, Irina, get on with them. Take it. Go.
Not without you, as she like releases that first arrow.
I have Ezek. I'll stick by his side, please. I'm last in initiative. I can't move.
Yep. So she'll take that second shot, and if the GM will allow it, take the items from his hand and try to be moving towards Winchester. But I can
will
see
allow
you
it.
Grinning. Okay, I was like, I see you grinning and happy, GM, and that's terrifying.
Yes, give the football to Irina.
Yeah, give the football to the football.
This is very good. Go ahead. I lost one of my teeth.
Oh no.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then again, I'm not gonna, Luca, I'm gonna trust you because it feels like us moving our tokens here is like a whole bunch.
Listen,
so just narratively speaking, she is moving towards them. We are moving towards the church.
This is one of those sessions where
every time.
Where like the maps are more vibes than they are accurate, since there's a lot of movement going on, and I'm not gonna be rotating all my tokens constantly and all the movement. So yes,
and once arriving,
you can go ahead and zoom forward.
Perfect. She zooms forward, gets to Winchester's side. I don't know if she can like climb up because he's massive, and she does have a bow withdrawn. But she'll put a hand up to Toby with the bones in her hand, not intending to keep them. She will be passing these off, but she is going to go with Winchester and Toby.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That is your turn.
That's so many things. Thank you, gracious and benevolent DM.
Seeing this vampire move in, Ezek is going to slash at this dude. Where's my guy?
I have a chance to go.
Did you? Oh, you didn't. Go.
I didn't. It's fine.
Yeah.
So if so, it's the sounds of jingle jangles. Thank you very much. So the sounds of jingle jangles will echo down from this street as a giant, well, not a giant, but 2 horses in long metallic skirts will come carrying a bright carnival wagon-looking thing as it crashes into this fountain, sending water running out. And out of the side, the little curtains are gonna, like, the little wooden board is just gonna pop up, and Octavio is just gonna poke us into. You didn't think I was going to just leave you here, was I? Come on, quick, get on the horses. No time to waste. They unhook very easily.
Is it a cabbage cart?
It's a big cart, but the water's running. That's what matters.
All right.
And yeah, he's gonna collide there and basically, unhook the 2 horses and motion for the rest of the group to get on.
Okay. How's everyone free action? How are you guys responding? This is a very loose initiative. Feel free to.
I'll grab the bones, but like straight up expecting Irina to like Get on.
Oh yeah, Irina's gonna try to get on, but like I kind of picture it like she's got bow in one hand, bones in the other, and she kind of puts her hand up so you can like help hoist
I feel like Toby
up.
could just like, with an 18 strength, could I just like grab her like by the arm and just kind of like whoop?
I'm pretty dexterous to try and like also climb on, but it's more like she's handing off as she gets pulled up onto this giant elk.
So Sarah, Lord of the Rings moment, right?
Yeah, like full blown, like she's gonna like she's flipping up on there, and she's going to try and sit behind Toby, and like as much as possible. It's gonna be awkward, I fully expect a check, but she's gonna be trying to sit backwards to like keep things like either that or like try to fire, like because firing over Toby's shoulder is gonna be impossible. So she's gonna be like trying to keep things from catching up and flanking us.
Okay.
Just slow them down with arrows that do nothing.
Do athletics for me, I guess, or acrobatics, either one.
Okay, sick. Yes.
Is that for her, like,
for her fancy little thing that she's doing?
Just making sure I couldn't.
You will also have extra D4.
Oh, I do. Thank you. So let's do acrobatics.
I thought your thing was a D6 now, wasn't it?
I think I cast the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
That's a 20.
All right. Yeah, so you do it beautifully. You look like with elven grace almost accomplish this feat, and are able to position yourself so that you can fire without harming Rictavio. And let's see, who's got the... You drove your wagon here, Rictavio?
Yes, right into the side of it really clanged hard against the fountain, so, you know.
Okay.
You said it's a wagon or it's two horses?
It's a cart pulled by two horses, but he's pulled the pin on the two horses, so, like...
But it's like a covered wagon.
Yeah,
like almost like a carnival wagon.
Like, yeah, like it's brightly colored enough one could interpret it as such.
Cool.
Yes.
As for Colin's reaction, he's just gonna look at Ezek and ask, will you get on with me? And point to where Rictavio is.
Colin and Irina, though, both of you have a high enough passive perception that over the clamor of the storm, you think you hear something in the wagon growling. You can't be quite sure.
What?
Yeah, Irina is like, she's just gonna have to, she'll shoot a glance to Rictavio. A lot of shit's going on. Like, she doesn't have time to, like,
I am
do
just
anything.
mentioning it. It may not be high on your list of things to pay attention to right now.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. Just get on your way. Come on. The whole town's on fire.
But yeah, basically my operating procedure right now is just to follow Ezek.
Okay, I'm gonna have some of these vamps take their turns. I know we're just kind of loosely here. But let's see. This guy is gonna try and leap up at you, Rictavio.
Yeah.
With his claws and attack you.
So you have disadvantage.
On a 10 to hit, he will miss. You're able to just kick out your leg and knock him back down onto the ground. This guy is going to try and crawl back towards you, Toby.
No.
Let's see. He is going to do... he's going to bite.
What?
He's gonna leap at you. Bite. And as he does this, his form is going to change, taking on a more monstrous appearance, looking almost bat-like. His ears extending and his fangs growing. His nose flattening against his face.
A werebat?
Not so much werebat, but more just purer type of vampire than these other creatures you see crawling along the streets.
He's not like those other vampires.
13.
No.
Okay.
My hide's too thick on the outside.
Okay. You will handily knock him back. And then this guy over here is going to come up and attempt to go to Colin. However, Ezek is going to cast Blazing Parry.
Woo! That's my boy.
As flames leap from his arm onto the vampire. And he slashes forward his sword and parries the attacking vampire. The vampire is going to take damage and begin hissing and screaming as he is ignited.
You're gonna have to teach me that one when we're out of this.
Ezek will just kind of look at you and just nod stoically. And you guys are able to continue. Winchester, as you pass by these stockades, you will hear there's prisoners still locked up in the stocks, and they are struggling feebly in their restraints, long forgotten in the panic. Hearing your footsteps as you run by, one of the locked up individuals with the plaster mask hanging over their head perk up with new hope and say, "Please, sir, help us, we'll die here," as you run by. What are you doing, Winchester?
God damn it.
It's all of us here.
Yeah.
They're dead anyway if you don't get the bones.
Yeah. Winchester, who is dashing in and is about, I would say, 20 feet from Colin at this point, I think, is running up and is going to actually shoulder check this vampire that's in front of Colin. Just full on running into it and like slashing his horns up at it. And that is going to do my charge attack. So I need to make a ram attack. Awesome, that's a natural one. That's real fucking fun.
All right. Your hooves clatter over the cobblestones. The sound of these masked individuals pleading out to you, unable to see you but hearing you run by, cause you to kind of lose your footing and your confidence for just a second.
But
Chai, you have advantage.
I do have advantage.
Heck gave it to you like forever ago.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for reminding me.
Heck's got that good reminder.
Okay,
'Cause I thought. Thank you, Heck.
That is a 25 to hit.
Oh, thank God.
For 13 bludgeoning damage plus an extra 2d6 because of the charge.
Welcome, Raiders!
So 21 bludgeoning damage, and I need it to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
We're about to die.
Everything's fine. All is well.
All is well.
Oh, only an 8.
So I'm 10 feet away at this point because I have a reach of 10. And the horns just smack into the vampire, sending it flying and knocking it prone over to the side. And with that, showing that massive amount of strength from the horns, he's just going to slowly, like not slowly, but very gingerly scoop up Colin and Ezek into the horns and start trampling off them.
You're scooping up Ezek and Colin.
Is
Aren't they
Ezek
in the
gonna
cart?
allow it?
At least
Because-
Colin, but as a huge creature, I can carry like 1,200 pounds, so I should be okay.
Shit,
Yeah,
dude, I already called for
I'm-
1/3 of that.
I'm gonna need to decide based on what Ezek does.
Hold on just a second.
I have two
And-
perfectly good armored horses.
and then
right
apologize
here.
to Winchester probably in 2 seconds.
Oop, I mean that. Let's see. Normal. Okay. Ezek will not be for this. However, if you try and scoop up Colin, he will take up jogging alongside of you.
Yeah. Colin dodges to the side and says, "No, run. Don't worry about me, just run."
And the head will kind of point towards the horses in the carriage, but he will just take off in a mad dash.
I'm sorry.
I'll come back for you, Colin.
Hip. Okay. We are going to change maps as you guys are making it a little further.
Real quick question.
Uh-huh.
Is this before or after my turn? Because I haven't taken my turn yet.
Go ahead, take your turn.
Oh, I'm so sorry to everyone. I say out loud in game, and I look at Ezek, and if anyone looks closely, you just see like Colin's leg absolutely soaked in blood. And now that he doesn't have the football, and there's just vampires everywhere, Ezek, you and I buy them some time. And he's gonna stand by Ezek to fight the vampires off as they start surrounding. Now that he's
Standing
not
right
holding
here.
onto the bones.
You're
Irene
handing
is just gonna
Ezek
scream,
the
"Get on the
bones?"
cart!" No, bones are
Well,
with Toby.
So, as a point, I believe Rictavio said he disconnected from the cart, and there's two
Yes,
horses.
I have two
right?
perfectly good horses
Correct.
sitting right here. You offer dramatic nonsense.
No, it's okay. Ezek, if you can get on the horse and we can fight on a horse, let's just run around and cause chaos. I don't fucking know. But just buy them some time, and then for his turn, he's going to just word vomit chaotically a bunch of sigils that float to everybody and give them Blade Ward as everyone starts to disperse and run.
All right.
And after that, we'll head towards a horse with Ezek, if Ezek will fight on a horse. not,
He
that's my
will not.
plan.
He seems very much comfortable on his feet, firmly planted on the ground. However, you
Does-
note that he is able to keep pace,
gonna say-
since the horse isn't really able to go full out, since you are in these small, narrow cobblestone streets. So with how fast the horse is able to go in these streets, Ezek keeps pace no problem. He
Cool.
looks like the Terminator when he runs.
Cool, yeah, I'll get on a horse then, but I want to make sure I'm circling around Ezek and just providing help to basically push vampires back away from the moose as much as possible.
Right. Okay. And then I am going to switch your map. As you guys see, Strahd begins to descend. He looks as if he is leading his horse down a hillside. And let me pull all of you right here. And I'll pull use FLS.
What a wonderful name.
We'll just pull them over here. as he kind of descends right here. And turns to you all. You can see him down at the end of this narrow street. What are you doing?
All right, everyone. You need to get moving to the castle. Once you're here, you'll be fucked off. You focus on that.
You sound old.
What? I don't sound old. I'm just tired. Sorry. What? Get to the
Irina
castle.
is just like, again, she's sitting on the back of Winchester, just eyes frantic and wide, watching like the chaos as they like try to swarm, and is just like, we need to get there now, and we need to get there together. Let's just fucking go. And she kind of will nervously look at this guy's trying to like ping Strahd and like keep an eye on him, and there's real terror in her. Like, she's that color drained from your face, looks like she's gonna like either pass out, cry, vomit, or die any second look. She's just not okay.
Okay.
I'll buy you some time. Don't worry. I have a very good show for the Lord.
You will hear Strahd sitting atop Bucephalus in a very relaxed pose, looking all the like mounted noblemen atop his steed. And you will hear his voice, deep and booming, cut over the sounds of chaos, as he says, You think you are heroes, but I know what all of you are.
I never called myself a hero, but you're a jerk.
Hope is the armor of fools, my friends. And he will begin to slowly, he'll just pull on the reins slightly and begin slowly trotting towards you.
All right, time for you all to go. Ride out the other way. I'll handle this.
And he's gonna step off, and before he does, unchain the back of the cart and then heft that heavy crossbow, now becoming far more comfortable looking in his hands. He's gonna just take off the hat.
You're taking off your hat?
I'm taking off my hat, thank you very much. And as he does, the visage, the colorful visage of Ricavio literally melts as it's replaced with an old man with white hair.
You know, I hate to keep commenting in such dire situations, but I told you so.
Yes. Now go tell the church you have the bones and stop being an asshole.
Who do I tell?
Oh, tell the whole fucking town, Toby.
To all of you, the name and face of Rudolph Van Richten is known. The common folk know it. The monsters know it. He is a legend. Imagine, if you will, the scary stories that parents tell their children to possibly frighten them away from certain things. Van Richten is the scary story that monsters tell their children.
If I pull the book out of my stuff, is it like with typical books where it has a picture of the author on it?
Absolutely. He would have a little sketch of himself or a lithograph, on the back.
I pull it out and look. Son of a bitch. Yeah,
I'll be signing autographs later. I just have to.
Yeah, he's probably got this. Isaac, where are we going?
Isaac will see Strahd, look back at Van Richten, and just point with a bladed hand down a side alley as Strahd's face whips to Van Richten. For a second, his attention is no longer on Irina and the rest of you. And a small smirk will appear on his face. You disappoint me. I took you for a fellow soul, a blood brother, an old-fashioned killer. But here you are, just another little hero. And he will move forward, unsheathing a long, dark, wicked-looking blade. Dismounting from Bucephalus and stalking towards you, Van Richten.
I'm going to move up to this alley, shouldering the heavy crossbow, and his walking stick, he taps the ground, and the wood around it seems to splinter off into a silvered rapier. Well, I would return the sentiment of being disappointed, but I'm afraid I would sound too much like your father. Now come on, you going to chase me or what? And then I'm going to dart down this alleyway.
Okay. Let me see here. I need to put up the new names on our overlay.
Woo!
Finally,
So,
stop wearing that ridiculous hat.
So the old man, Van Richten, is now darting down the alleyway that Izek told us to go down.
No, she
Different one.
A different one. Okay, just making sure.
Bucephalus is going to head back up into the sky, just kind of doing a slow circle, and Strahd just begins grinning as he walks towards Van Richten.
Where's Rictavio going?
Well, we'll talk about that later, Toby. And position my horse definitely between Irina and Strahd, like blocking view a little bit, and just gearing people towards where Izek pointed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to take us? Let's do... For you guys, I'm going to actually take you over to this map, and we'll just kind of... We're going to separate the party a little bit.
Oh no!
Break the first rule.
Be fine.
What are these buildings made out of, Luca? Are they like stone and cobblestone and brick and stuff, or are they more like thatch and wood and that kind of stuff?
Varies.
Okay.
A lot of them have that kind of like halfway up is stone, and then after that, almost Tudor style. After that, like timber, beams and thatch.
Just wondering, in case I need to like go through a building.
Okay. Let's see. We will take you there.
Thanks.
Okay. And
Okay,
let's see.
there I am.
You guys are running through the streets. Hold on, let me place a whole bunch of... Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see where you're going. Okay. Okay. Let me pull this up. As you guys come into this new set of streets from this narrow alley following Izek, who seems to know the town like the back of his hand, you will come into like what is kind of, to be a sort of shopping district almost. The street is mostly deserted, save for the dead. A few shops have barricaded their doors. Many more simply lie undefended, their proprietors having long fled. Blood mingles with the rain, flowing through the cobblestones, and mangled bodies lie discarded along the side of the street. The sound of combat echoes over the chaos, accompanied by maniacal laughter that you can hear now behind you. The heart of the city is bleeding, shops either barricaded or abandoned. You see a few slinking figures of opportunists slip into a shop, furtively darting out a moment later and disappearing into an alley with their ill-gotten goods. A few vampire spawns still remain in this area, taking care of a few stragglers. And just anyone in chat that's sensitive, take off your headsets now. But as you walk in, you will see the group of children that was singing that song earlier. A vampire spawn will descend on one of them, just pulling back their neck and ripping out their throats as the rest flee and scatter. The vampire spawn looks up, blood dripping from its mouth, and just darts after the rest of them. What are you guys doing?
Can Irina try to loosen, she can't get off this, she can't help, but can I try to shoot its foot, pin it down, just even for a second, by the kids that are running away, just a split second more time?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, let's do. Do I, Colin, remind me, this D4 applies, it's gone now, right? Because I used it on a check?
Yeah, that one,
Okay.
the one I cast was only for saves
checking.
and stuff as well.
Just checking.
I haven't cast anything else. Blade Ward you still
20
have.
Gotcha, 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Gotcha, and it's just going to be, oh, god damn it, 4 piercing damage. She's targeting, Achilles tendon, even if it just, a split second to let them hide. That's the best she can afford. And if it's a full turn, she would take another shot
Yeah,
at it.
go ahead.
Okay. God damn it. And she'll whiff. Unless a 10 hits, which would be dope.
Nope. Yeah, so as he's blood down the front of him, going to dart after these other children, you will shoot an arrow at him, it embedding itself in his arm. However, he will rip it out, and you will see it knitting back up, and he will turn back towards you and snarl. And he's gonna come after you, and he's gonna swing to attack.
Great.
Oh, an 11 to hit though, so he will
No,
also
get outta here.
whiff. Okay.
I kind of get he's coming up over it as she tries to take that second shot, and that's why she misses, as he kind of tumbles over the back of the giant elk. Very running movie kind of a thing.
Anyone else, again, loose initiative, so if
Okay, well,
anyone else wants to take a turn,
If
just let me know.
it's gonna try to reach for us, I'm very much just gonna try to kick it as hard as I can, as far away as I can.
Okay.
I'll shoot a crossbow bolt towards the same one Irina is shooting.
All right.
Let's see.
Toby, yeah, that'll hit.
Good.
Keeper, I lost track. Sorry, this is a mechanical question.
Mm-hmm.
If the vampire I hunters marked earlier, did
Is
Isaac
back
chop
in
that
the
guy?
square.
Okay, just checking and make sure that he's still alive.
Isaac did engage him. I believe
I
it
just
was
wanna
the
make
same
sure.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, if he's not dead, that hunter's mark is still there. But if he is dead,
I don't believe he is actually dead because he was a
then that's
full
okay.
guy.
Totally fine.
A 17 to hit with 3
Yep,
piercing.
17 to hit for 3 damage, just normal.
Just normal. And Toby, is yours magical yet?
No, mine was just to, instead of actually doing damage, it was just to
Just to
foot
kick him
in
back?
just foot in face and just boot him
All right.
out.
Yeah, you boot him back, and as you do this, Colin will just raise his crossbow and fire another bolt into him. Though again, he is able to rip it out, and you see it didn't really go in that far. And are you guys continuing to run?
Winchester is not stopping at all. He doesn't care if there are children dying in the streets. He doesn't care if anyone is being attacked. He has a mission. He is getting to that church.
Okay. We are gonna go back to. I'm just gonna keep you in this little street, Van Richten, if that is all right.
That's fine. I would have tried to work my way back to the square with the running water. now, and my card. But also, I don't know. I'm just moving in the opposite direction of the party mostly.
Okay, we can work on. That's interesting. I like that. We can absolutely start moving towards the square. Okay, so activate this, and let's see. You. Van Richten.
Yeah. Which is my goal.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Fantastic. So we're running amongst the alleyways.
Mhm.
And as he does, he's kind of just doing things that he knows probably won't kill Strahd, but he's willing to take a fucking shot at it. Making sure he's still obviously engaged with him. Sticking in, throwing down little salt circles and holy charms, and generally keeping an eye out for any vampire spawn ahead of him on his path. But he does want to get back to the cart because he has a plan. Or
Okay.
At least,
let's see here. I need to pull this out.
like Strahd will turn a corner and just a smoke bomb will go off. And then like the next he'll like have a bunch of boxes thrown in his way.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I don't have him built out in Foundry yet, so I had to pull him up. Okay, so Strahd is going to march towards you. And we'll just stay in this map for a second. How far ahead would you say you are?
So as a note, we're trying to stay at least 60 feet ahead of him. Like I had a good running start, so I'd probably reduce to about 30 to 40. But especially with me having to pull all these debilitating moves just to break his immediate line of sight on me. But yeah.
All right. He is going to reach forward his hand, just smiling, and cast Chthonic Restraint. And rotten skeletal hands are going to erupt from the earth in a 20-foot radius around you, grasping at their surroundings. So please make a dex saving throw for me.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. I don't have advantage, so I don't believe I have a good table, but I don't have advantage.
As these skeletal hands burst forth from the cobblestones in the earth, grabbing you and restraining you, Strahd will continue to walk forward, his arrogance showing in his slow, steady pace. And he will say, "Your determination in the face of certain death is a tawdry spectacle." And he will attack you with his great blade. And I rolled a 4, and it's a plus 12 to hit, so 16 to hit.
16 to hit will be exactly enough.
Okay.
Luca, by the way, Van Richten does have a good table, if you want to factor that in.
Uh-huh.
I have a plan.
Okay, and it's gonna be 18 slashing damage plus 3 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount equal to the necrotic damage taken.
Gotcha.
And you will see as that happens, there's almost like a flush of color as if the life force was taken through the blade to him. And he will just whisper something, and then the blade will leave his hand and begin hovering next to him. And then he will say, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do a bunny and fox chase the whole way. I thought it best if we face each other like the killers we are. And he will release the restraints of the skeleton hands clutching you.
Odd you chose that line. I was thinking much more along the lines of asshole and giant fucking saber-toothed cat. And at that moment, can I have my buddy?
Your buddy? Mm-hmm.
My buddy?
Your buddy. Let me find them.
Okay. But yeah, basically he'll just kind of hold up and whistle, and a massive saber-toothed cat will descend from the rooftop onto Strahd as he is going to fire a bolt into him at close range, which is fine. I've crossbow master.
Yep, I've given you ownership over the tiger, so you can double-click on him and roll attacks and stuff.
Fantastic. Yeah, but he's 27 to hit with my crossbow.
That will... 27? Yes, that'll hit.
Fantastic. That'll be 7 piercing with the silver touch bolt.
Okay, as the bolt goes into him, you will see it kind of go in, and he will just kind of pull it out, and you'll see almost like a red shimmering light, as if from within the wound, as it just instantly heals back up.
Right. I think in that case, we are going to have then my buddy will descend and claw. 15 to hit.
15 will not hit.
Oof. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
He will drop the bolt and say, "If you are trying to impress me, you have failed."
I'm not trying to impress you, I'm trying to kill you. I recognize people don't really do that much these days, though. And he's just gonna kind of grab on to the saber-tooth tiger, and we're gonna try and hightail it out of there again.
Okay, sweet. You leap on to the back of your saber-toothed tiger, and the tiger will begin to run at your direction. And behind you, you will hear Strahd just laughing. And he will call down Bucephalus to give chase. And then, meanwhile, you guys are reaching the street. You have been... I'm going to need all of you to take a level of exhaustion. Because you have been running full out across an entire city while being attacked.
Irina and Toby riding
Irina's
on the
trying
back
to
of Winchester?
with no saddle, firing arrows, like trying to
Yeah.
stay on as you're lurching back and forth, like.
Right, and
I think
you guys have been taking attacks off screen that we're not going to go through each and every single one.
Right.
So we'll just say it's a level of exhaustion each, as you guys are kind of beat up, rather than trying to figure out hit points and whatnot.
Just one level?
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see here.
God, I've hit so many levels of exhaustion in this campaign. We're only 13 episodes in. Holy shit.
Toby identifies as exhausted.
God, it's just like the real me. Fuck.
What a mood.
This is all too real.
Okay, so
Also, I really hope that saber-toothed tiger survives.
you reach the church.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. And across the street is the orphanage. A pale youth stands at the orphanage gate, sturdy shovel in hand. Let's see. And Van Richten, you are not there. Okay.
No.
Get him out of here.
Facing down a lone vampire. The bloodsucker seems entirely at ease, like a cat toying with a mouse. Milvosh, still terribly weakened by the demonic curse that racked his body but a day prior, is in no state to be fighting. He's already bleeding from 2 gashes across his chest, and nothing save raw fury and determination keeps him from collapsing. He spots you running towards the church. Too weak to even speak, he shoots you a desperate, pleading glance. What are you guys doing?
I would like to give it my all to take a shot at this fucking vampire.
Absolutely. So, you're giving it your all, taking another level of exhaustion to get a critical hit.
Yep, let's see. And I am going to use... has Milvosh done any damage to this thing?
No. I mean, he's
Okay,
been trying.
Fine. That's fine. I have to ask. Okay, so let's go. Damage. We're doing a crit. 15 piercing damage.
15 piercing damage. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to take another shot at this thing.
Go ahead.
Perfect. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Come on, baby. Come on. Fuck. And I'm gonna just whiff it. She'll slam the first one in the second. Just got nothing. That first shot just kind of taking it out of her. But Irina is going to kind of, as we're approaching the church and getting closer, her intention is going to be to get off of the back of Winchester, kind of pulling her little magic dagger out from its like spot in her pocket to defend this kid.
All right. What is everyone else doing?
Winchester's gonna get us to the front of the church, and then he's going to drop the form, so everyone's down on the ground now, and he turns to look at Minavoj and this vampire, and he'll raise his arms to the sky, and out of his eyeless sockets, crackling electricity will start to spark across his face as a lightning storm begins to swirl in the sky above, and a crackling bolt of electricity is going to strike this vampire.
And you're dropping your form?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast. Has Minavoj gotten at least a little distance from this vampire at this point? The arrow's hitting the vampire like 5 feet at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because Call Lightning hits everything within 5 feet. I don't want to hit Minavoj.
You can say he's at least 5 feet away. That's fine.
Okay. I need a dex save from the vampire.
Okay. A 17.
Oh, 17? Really? Okay, that's fine. It takes half damage, so it takes 16 lightning damage. God, 31. Okay. That's insane.
That's good. Okay, the vampire will crackle back, shrieking in pain. Is anyone else doing anything?
Kind of getting bearings, looking around, seeing the poor child.
Irena's
but
gonna scream to get the bones inside.
Holding onto the bone sack. I'm gonna just use dash to move 80 feet.
Yeah, and
Okay.
But I
in
have
front
no
of the
idea
doors.
where in this church the sack's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm just heavily confused.
Yeah, so Toby should be able to get inside because I stopped in front of the doors.
I'll ride my horse up to the doors as well, seeing Toby take the bones, and I'll follow him in and make sure to guide him to the altar, kind of where they're supposed to go.
Okay.
Is Father Lucian here?
If I have a chance, I would fire a crossbow at the vampire as I run across, to help take it down.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, let's see here. 16 to hit.
A 16. That will hit.
All right. For 4 regular piercing damage.
Okay. Okay. And as you run, Ezek, as he goes to enter the church, his arm will actually flare hotter and brighter, and he will stop and just look at you, and then stand at the door in a guarding position.
Yeah, I'll just nod. I'll be right back.
All right. What are you guys doing outside?
Irina, how is this vampire like going down? Is it? I'm assuming it's still just doing just fine.
It's still doing pretty okay.
Let's see. Yeah, Irina's going to dash to move in front of Milivoj, like grabbing him and pushing back, bearing the little rat dagger in front of her, to act as like a barrier to just try and keep this vampire from getting to this kid, like pushing him back towards Winchester and squaring off. That's gonna be her full action.
Okay, so you're just gonna come up in front of Milivoj.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The vampire spawn will actually, kind of almost in a rage, like look up at you and go to swipe at you, and then like almost as if seeing you for the first time, like hiss away from you, as if it is unwilling to touch you.
Yeah.
And then it will slash at Milivoj again. Trying to do damage. You gonna try and do something?
Opportunity attack or something because it's behind me. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna have to like, I don't know.
I mean,
like,
he
she's
can move around you without leaving initiative.
That's my thing. Is she's just trying to stop this or like push or shove or like.
Yeah, interpose
actually,
yourself.
she's gonna call out. How do I want to do this? Irina like would recognize that moment of like, I'm not going to hurt you kind of vibe, and like she's gonna put 2 and 2 together, like click in her head, and she will once again like pull her like dagger up closer to her, and just underneath her breath, like to it as it moves, like, if you kill this child, I'll kill myself.
It is going to just stare at you, like pausing, panting, blood still dripping, from its claws, seeming to like take a moment to consider, and then it will, leap and head towards Winchester.
And Irina will call out, Winchester incoming!
As it leaps through the air, another lightning bolt will strike down at it.
Your noise gate caught most of that.
Damn it.
But I
so-
get you
so much
making
forward.
lightning sounds, yeah.
Yeah, lightning sound.
Okay, the creature is going to come and probably get a swipe in with its claws, possibly. We'll see how it
sure.
does.
Yeah, I didn't know it was its turn again.
20, again, we're not really.
Or same.
Yeah.
7
slashing damage.
Okay.
And let's see here. Second attack, an 18 to hit.
Oh man, yeah.
And 8 slashing damage. So total is 15 slashing damage. And then you can do another attack if you want.
Yeah, Winchester actually will kind of bulge up again, his muscles ripping out of the clothes, and he will turn into a cave bear this time. Kind of gray with stars along its eyes, missing its eye sockets again, but the lightning bolt will still and fire down because I can maintain that concentration. So dex save, please.
Okay. Dex save. Okay. A 10.
That fails. It'll take the full damage. Boop. 26 lightning damage.
Again, it is going to just crackle, lightning searing across its flesh, blackening parts of it as it burns, and 26 damage. But it is still up. Colin, a flash of lightning illuminates the spires of Saint Andral. You see Father Lucian inside, plodding along in the church slowly, seeming to be leading a almost ceremonial prayer circle. The old, the weak, the forgotten members of his humble parish are huddled about in the soft divine glow. You would guess that he is probably casting some sort of like bless or something like that on them. And he stands at the front of them, weakened hands gripping the symbol of the Morning Lord, muttering trembling prayers underneath his breath. And 4 vampires, not the spawn, you can see are coming in from a broken stained glass window. And one of them will let out a mocking laugh as you enter.
Toby, I wish I could, but I don't think I can block those. Hand me the bones, just go block them, and then when I say run, we run. And we'll football pass. I'll grab the bones and run them to the altar as hopefully Toby uses his big, lovely body to guard the way.
Hey Toby, you don't mind if you're a human sacrifice, do you? Fantastic.
Not even human, what do you mean?
Listen, I would do it if I could, but I'll last one hit.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just kind of chuck the bone sack over to Colin. I will enter my rage and just fucking bolt over here. And I'll hit this first vampire. 13 hit.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I'll go again. Fuck. Because they're the claws, though, I get one more try. What the fuck?
Oh, no.
Absolute dog shit.
Okay. So you're gonna go up and you're gonna try, and they are just nimble, moving with like a slinking creature-esque motion out of the way of your attacks. Father Lucian will look up at you, Colin, and as you approach, he looks even weaker up close. A thin trickle of blood leaks from the edge of his mouth, and his eyes have lost their luster. He grips your arm for support as you walk up, but there's no force behind it. His voice is nothing more than a harsh croak. My dear child, I am gladdened to see you. The Morning Lord must have sent you. Please, if I should fall, take my place. Lead my flock to safety. What are you responding with?
Oh, I don't know if any lords would send anyone like me. If so, I'm sorry. You should get a refund. But, yeah, I'll do my best to keep these people safe. We just gotta get these back where they belong and hope it really works.
A flicker of light will return to his eyes. You have the bones.
Yes.
We must, here. And he will point to the altar, where there's that kind of, like, ceremonial, like, resting place for them, where you can place them inside the glass case. And he will point, we must resanctify them. The ritual will take a bit, but, maybe with your aid, we could do this and reconsecrate.
So typical. Oh, you're gonna tell me we have to sit here and protect you while you do this? I should have seen this coming. This is so fine, whatever. Do it. Here you go. Toby, we're in this one for the long haul. Protect the father.
You're just going to hear like a guttural fucking growl at these vampires.
Sorry, father. I know this is serious, but come on. Are you kidding me?
And with that, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we will check in on Van Richten and see what he's doing.
Luca, a protection quest? Are you kidding me?
I don't know what you want. It's the ritual to resanctify.
Anything that's good takes time.
How are your fangs doing, Luca?
Well, this one's loose.
Yeah.
It'll, like, if I talk, it'll come out, but this one's great. This one's a champion. I can just be, I can be a vampire with a backstory, only one tooth. Okay, we will be right back. Hold tight, everyone. And we're back. And look at that. All of you are in the right place. Okay, so, Van Richten, you are riding your saber-toothed tiger. Strahd has called for Bucephalus, who has descended again, and he has hopped on him, and he continues after you, chasing you through the narrow alleyway and back out into the square. What are you doing?
So, getting into, sending a saber-tooth basically into the stream of water running out of the fountain, he's going to dive into his cart, and at that moment, the front of it is just going to poke out a very large four-pointed bolt, and he's going to fire it as a wide silver tinged net goes towards Strahd.
Awesome. So I assume dex save from me?
That would be excellent, thank you. DC 16.
Alright, let's see. What's my dex? I get plus 10. Why did that not run it with... That should be a 15, because I have plus 10. You gonna get the net on him?
It is it's not even, it's like a literal like chain, like silver chains, as like four bolts basically wrap around him and shoot him up against the wall like Spider-Man.
Holy fuck, this is amazing.
Okay, so this silver net is going to come out, and it's actually going to wrap around him, and he will get knocked off of Bucephalus. Falling onto the cobblestones, and struggling for a minute. Are you doing anything else?
Oh shit, I didn't expect that to work, holy crap. What's the other situation with these? Are these vampire spawn just gonna kind of circle like sharks and jets, or?
Yeah, I mean, they are currently having a feast, so they're
Okay.
doing that.
In that case, he's gonna pop out, and I'm gonna try and run over, like with the stake
Okay.
as fast as he can.
You're okay. Yeah, go ahead and run over. You've got a stake?
I've got a stake. It's got Strahd's name carved on it, except not. That's a bit too personal for him.
Okay.
But yeah, he's gonna run in and like with the saber-tooth tiger beside him. I'd say I'm sorry to see you pass, but I've really been waiting for this. And he's gonna try and drive it into his heart.
Yeah. What attack are you rolling there? Just like improvised weapon?
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of roll a general like
Like
unarmed strike kind of
Stake
thing.
counts as a dagger, I think.
Oh, I could do a knife. I could do just add my.
At least my stake counts as a dagger. So I don't know if that's a thing in general, but
I mean, I could just do my. Plus
Roll it as a
proficient-
dagger. That's fine.
All right. This isn't a plus anything, but the rapier should have the same like pluses for proficiency and everything. So, just 'cause I don't have a dagger on me. 21 to hit.
21 to hit. Will barely hit.
stake that bitch.
You, as the stake goes, as you go to drive it into Strahd, you will see, again, a warm flash of red light. And it's like the stake goes in and penetrates just slightly, and then the skin just heals up, almost rejecting it, with warm red light shimmering.
I should have known you'd be a coward.
And Strahd is going to take an angry-looking dagger and slash up through the delicate silver netting and stand up. And he appears changed somewhat. His face is contorted, his fangs are elongated, and he appears full of rage. And as he lets the netting drop, he will look at you and say, "Fear not, your suffering will soon be over." And he is going to attack with his still hovering sword. And it is going to take 4 attacks.
Only 4? Are you sure? There's not some more you want to get out?
So, a plus 12. So what's 5 plus 12?
17.
17 to hit?
Yes.
Okay. 18 slashing damage plus 3 necrotic.
Okay.
A 9 plus 12, so I assume that will hit as well.
Yeah.
And again,
15's to beat.
18 slashing damage plus 3 necrotic. And again, a hit with 18 slashing damage and 3 necrotic. And again, a hit with 18 slashing damage plus 3 necrotic. As this hovering sword just comes over in front of you and then just slashes down in quick succession 4 separate times. And then we'll come back and just hover next to him.
Yeah. I basically have just been beaten back. Like, I was here and just, yeah.
He will say, I shall have to teach you civility before I drain you. However, since this is happening simultaneously with what's happening at the orphanage, his head is going to snap in the direction of the orphanage, and then he will look back at you and say, perhaps one day, Hunter, you will warrant my full attention. And Bucephalus will come next to him, he will mount him and begin trotting towards the direction of the orphanage up into the air.
As he's flying off, even coughing up, just go, Strahd, face me!
Okay,
and he's just going to take a few pot shots at him.
Go ahead.
But, okay. Natural one.
Yep, okay. So you try and take a shot at him, and it goes wild as he ascends up into the air on top of Bucephalus. And we will go back. What are you doing, Van Richten?
Again, that depends. What is the situation with the spawn, now that I've kind of made a spectacle of myself?
Again, they are just feasting on the townspeople.
All right.
There's a few guards, engaged with them. But other than that, it's just chaos out here.
He's going to literally basically limp over, pull himself up onto I'm gonna name him Khan, and quickly to the church, and I'm gonna start getting ready to channel divinity on my next quote-unquote turn to run through the streets with a turn undead.
Okay.
As he holds up this kind of little vial of water and other religious holy symbols and is kind of swaying as he kind of falls into a censer around him.
Okay, and so you're casting Turn Undead?
Yeah.
Go ahead and just for shortening of things, since we're about to go back to the orphanage, go ahead and cast it now as you're running through the street.
Cool. It's a channel divinity feature, so.
Okay.
GC 16.
Shimmering around you will be kind of like a white glow, and there's actually going to be a trickle of almost floating droplets of water rise up from the fountain as you leave it, following the censer as you wave it back and forth. And you are going to see white glow appear on multiple vampires as they are kind of bathed in white light, shrieking. And they will begin clawing at their faces and running in the opposite direction of you. A few here and there do not. They seem unfazed by this and continue their murderous feasting. And we will go back to the church where we left you guys.
Oh boy.
I think, let's see, just still loose turn initiative kind of a deal.
Yep.
Irina, with that vampire spawn running away or towards Winchester, she is going to look at Milivoj and just panting heavily, just get in the church, and try and take a shot.
He will glance back at the orphanage and he'll say, I can't.
Irina will say, if we can complete this, if we can get what is right in the church right, we can save them. You will not stand a chance. Please help me.
He's gonna cough up a little bit of blood, and it's trickling down his mouth. And he's just going to kind of lean against the iron bars of the gate of the orphanage and just push them open and kind of back up slowly towards the orphanage. I'm sorry.
Irina will just nod. She is going to start moving towards the church entrance firing a couple of shots at this remaining vampire spawn as she does so.
Yep.
Oh, please hit. It would be very cool. Okay. A 22 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay, and I am gonna add my Colossus Slayer to this.
Which one are you attacking?
The one that's like going towards you, Winchester.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check that that's a D8, but I'm pretty positive. Yep. So 1d8. For 9 piercing damage. And she'll do it again. I didn't need to do that. 5 piercing damage, and she's gonna move. She's exhausted, so she can move
Into a, there,
like 12 feet.
Okay.
Or it will
She's
do
exhausted
15.
2 times, right?
Correct. So she's just gonna make it like here with Ezek, as she's like firing shots at this thing, and call out over like heaving breaths, like, Winchester, something is going on. It's not just about getting the bones in the church. We have to help. And she'll turn to and look at Isaac and look across the street at the orphanage and say, "Can you help them?"
He will kind of glance back towards Colin and then you, and step forward, and he is going to cast Shepherd's Son. So he will step forward and just raise his arm, and it is going to begin glowing with a white hot light. And he is going to cast Immolation, but charged. So it will do greater damage. And the vampire spawn is going to make a dex save. Meets it, beats it, so let's see. And he is going to do 33 fire damage onto the vampire, and it's gonna like go up in flames as a white hot pillar of flame erupts from Ezek's arm and completely consumes this vampire. Ezek will let his arm kind of drop, looking a little spent from it, and look at you and just kind of nod his head for you to get inside the church.
Yeah, she's kind of like stumbling in and will just under her breath, "Thank you, Ezek." And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Colin, Toby, Father Lucian. Lucian is actually going to do something. He is going to grab a vial of holy water and start spreading it out, chanting something, very weakly, kind of stumbling around as he does so. He's like, one second, son, before we begin. And he is going to cast Holy Aura, so it is going to surround you guys with the effects of like Magic Circle against undead, but it moves with him. So if anyone tries to attack him while he is performing this, they will have to make a charisma save against it. And so, but if you stay near him, you will be within this aura. And he will tell you, he's place the bones in the resting place, and I will begin the ceremony to resanctify.
Oh yeah, so I can see kind of through the doors what happened with Ezek and Arena. Knowing Ezek can't enter, just kind of call out, Ezek, if you can't enter here, if you can protect the orphanage, please. and then walk forward and put the bones where they go. And then
he will nod at you and step a little further out into the street, like kind of halfway between the orphanage and the church, unwilling, it seems, to leave you entirely, but anyone that comes through the orphanage, he seems ready to attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the sword out, and I'm just gonna kind of look at it, and then out loud I'm gonna say, if there are any spirits that can hear my voice and can help, we need you.
Please roll a religion check.
Shit.
14. And I'm gonna try to channel that energy into the sword and hope for help.
Have you ever had a fever where chills just kind of rack your body and you feel cold, even though you are sweating?
Of course.
Okay. You are going to feel this sensation coming up from your feet, where immediately you begin that kind of feverish, like, flop sweat almost, and your entire skin prickles in goose flesh. And you will hear a voice, a woman's voice, soft in your mind. It sounds like ice given form. And she will say, I am glad to help. And two of the vampires that have come in will get a strange look on their face and immediately lock up as this, like, almost black, icy growth forms over the top of them and then shatter. Please make a charisma save for me, Colin.
All right. It's also a 14.
You have advantage for the next 2 turns. However, you have a feeling deep in your gut. You feel empty and cold, and almost sickened a little. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, what is Toby doing?
I mean, I'm still gonna try to beat the shit out of this vampire.
Okay, go ahead. Here, I will
Rack them and stack
There we
them.
go. So we can.
An 18 to hit.
An 18 will hit.
9 magical slashing damage.
Nice.
I'm gonna do it again for a 26 to hit.
Okay.
For 5 more slashing, and I'm gonna do it again because I can, but I'm gonna miss. However, I will do my bonus action Hungry Jaw and just try to rip its flesh. As a 16 hit.
Meets it, beats it. Yep.
This is not magical though.
Okay.
So 7 as I bite into him and get 3 temporary hoops.
Okay. All right. And then remind me, we have a good table.
2. Don't we?
2
Or do we still have
good
the 1?
tables
2 and a magical item.
and a magical item.
Oh, Turk got the 1 already, so I think we have 1 more to go in a magic item.
Wait, what?
Didn't you? Or
Did Turk
no?
get one already?
Am I mistaken? Am I stupid as shit?
Oh
right now?
no,
We have not done good tables yet.
Okay.
Nope, there have been no good tables.
You also have disadvantage, Luca.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
3. Who is that? Winchester.
Yes, Winchester.
Okay.
Never mind.
What?
This is gonna be a dumb joke. Never mind.
You feel it is imperative to press the advantage, but maintain awareness of your surroundings. You can choose to gain advantage on your next attack roll against the target. And your target would have disadvantage on their attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then another good table is 5. Van Richten.
And there's one more good table as well, by the way.
Yep, it's gonna be Van Richten.
No, like another one.
Oh,
Like we just got
another one.
Like we just got one.
And did not.
Okay.
Because when you speak it into existence.
Can the magic item be that just Irina's bow explodes with magical energy and it's the best thing ever?
Give Toby magical extensions.
I already have those. It's called Raging.
You feel the ebb and flow of the battle and know where to make your next move, Van Richten. Your experience lending itself to this. So when you arrive here, you will have first initiative order. Able to move
Cool.
before anything else.
That's cool.
Nice.
Should we go into initiative?
We're not quite there yet. We will be soon. And then another good table?
Yeah.
1 for Arena!
Yay!
Okay.
Magic bow. Come on.
Let's see here. We got... Okay, you are going to strike with debilitating force. Roll an additional set of damage dice above and beyond your normal, critical roll. And your target will suffer a permanent injury chosen by the DM. The permanent injury can be healed with the extended rest of a length determined by the DM, but the attack will leave a scar. So you can fuck someone up. So it's critical twice, and then permanent damage that will leave a scar. Yes.
Yeah, my question is this something that I can save and say this is when I use, or is this just my next attack?
It does not say, so it can be when you want to use it.
Okay.
It does not
And
say
it's
on
a
your next attack.
Double crit, essentially.
Basically, yeah. And a permanent damage that can be healed after the target takes a long rest, but it will leave a scar.
Hell fucking yeah, let's go.
Okay, and then we got magic item. My goodness. Okay. Let me, let's see here. Hold on just a second. Hi. Item. I gotta find it. I have one specific in mind. And let's see who is gonna get it. For Toby.
I keep getting magic items. Why? I don't need it. I got a weird box. I got a weird amulet. What other weird... And I got a weird doll that I gave to the Vistani. Now what do I get?
You get an alabaster salt shaker.
What the fuck?
This shaker is carved from the purest alabaster in the shape of an owl. It is 7 inches tall and contains enough salt to flavor 25 meals.
Hell yeah.
When the shaker is empty, it cannot be refilled, and loses its magical quality. When you or another creature eat a meal salted by the shaker, you do not need to eat again for 48 hours, at which point the magic wears off. If you do not eat within an hour of the magic wearing off, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. You continue to gain 1 level of exhaustion for each additional hour you do not eat. However, should you use this up in its entirety, the salt shaker can then be used to cast a salt circle.
So, I got the thing that like, oh, I'm gonna gain exhaustion if you don't eat. Well, good thing I eat literally all the time.
This is the perfect magic item for Tony.
I know.
If at one point you could just link it, because that is way too much for a hot second. But
after item is emptied. Okay, there you go. So, that's all the tables we got, right?
I think so.
They're good.
And if you are, I mean, I hate to be that student in class, but did you already do the bad table?
I did. That was,
Yeah,
we only got one, right? We did that right at the beginning.
Yeah, and technically you didn't use it yet, so your next attack on me is at advantage as you please.
Okay.
Then we should be caught up.
This
You
guy
just
is
have
actually
disadvantage.
going to. This guy's actually, after seeing those dudes explode into ice, he's going to kind of back out of the window a little bit.
Oh no.
No, this guy back here, not the guy you're engaged
Oh, I'm
with.
sorry.
He's still there. And then. We are going to do this. Lucian is going to begin casting his spell. At this same time, you guys are going to hear what sounds like heavy thuds of footsteps running in quick succession outside, which is the sound of a saber-toothed tiger appearing. And Van Rickden, you are here.
There's an old man on it.
It has an old man on it. At the same time, should any of you look up through the broken stained glass window, you will see that Strahd is riding in on Bucephalus. So, Lucian is going to begin casting his spell.
Oh, no.
Has he started the ritual yet, Winchester? Stupid question, I know.
The bear nods. It can understand you.
So, I know this is really important, Lucian, but how long are we looking at here? Because I'm not feeling so hot, and this is getting rough.
It will take a few minutes to perform. I am so sorry.
Minutes?
Of course.
I must resanctify. The bones have not been removed since they were initially laid here. It is quite the process to make sure that the original protections are in place.
Yeah, and I'm gonna assume we can't do like resanctify light or anything. No corners we can cut real quick.
Diet or sanctuary.
And he's gonna continue
Yeah,
casting.
sorry. Let's do this.
All right. Now I think we should roll initiative. Properly.
Where is
let's see.
proper?
Slipping.
He's not here.
Popper's not here right now.
Come on, give me a good initiative, please.
Why do I always roll so terrible?
Yes, if you
I
if you
rolled
cannot
above a
make
10.
your own, if you cannot make your sanctity store-bought, is fine.
For the record, because of my table, I should be up first.
Okay, so you should be up first. Let me put you up there. Okay, go.
Okay, I think. So he's going to rush over here, hopefully taking me, yes, riding, and seeing everyone. He's going to keep his sensor raised, and we just need to hold out for a bit longer. He's here, though. And mass healing word as a bonus action.
Okay.
So all my homies can get a nice 7 hit points back.
Does that reach everybody though?
No.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that can see within range. Well,
60 feet. That's just Irina right now.
bad.
Ezek, don't leave out Ezek.
Oh,
Thanks,
Andy's a-
teacher.
Don't leave out my beautiful boy.
The Sabretooth should have been able to get in there. It's got a really
he's
high speed.
Fast. Anyway, I can get everyone in here except for Winchester. Is my point.
Don't worry about me.
I am not.
I'll
Forget
take
about
it.
Exactly. And then as an action, he's going to. Who knows what he's going to do anymore? There's so much planning. Action, we are going to level a crossbow at this vampire and fire. It's 25 to hit with the silver bolt.
Damn.
Right.
For 11 piercing. I need to have more bonus actions. I have so many things I need to do. But that's going to be my turn.
Very good. Okay. Again, these bolts strike him and almost immediately clatter to the ground as a kind of reddish light.
Oh no, this is
Did you
not,
miss?
Not Strahd. Not Strahd. This is this vampire. In the
Oh,
chest.
that one. You're there already?
no.
Okay, go, go, go.
Yes, I
It's-
went very fast.
Fly the
from
thing. 11. Piercing damage. Okay.
Yes, he's got a very big speed if my saber-tooth dashes. Yeah.
Hey, you are in the church. You're attacking that guy. Father Lucian is surrounded by his holy aura. Casting. Is there anything else you want to do?
That's my turn.
Is it all the way back up here? Okay, this dude over here, he's doing stuff. He's feasting. He's coming over to help. Now it's Strahd's turn. And he is going to fade into like a red mist and move towards the church right at the entrance. Where he will reform and bow at Arena before turning and looking at the church and setting one foot inside and then smiling to himself and continuing to walk in.
Attack of opportunity. Attack of opportunity.
Go ahead.
Irene is going to try to hit him with the rat skull dagger. Let me pull this up. I'm going to use my advantage from chat. Thank you, chat. Attack at advantage. 21 to hit.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's healed
That
from
meets it, beats
Rickden's-
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
He's healed from
He appears
Rickden's
as if he
hit.
has taken no damage.
Okay, sick. I'm going to... This is reaction, so I can't do the thing. 7 magical piercing damage as she cuts out with her dagger as he moves by. Like, he bows and stands up and she grimaces, and as he turns, just like almost like a reflex.
He will turn back to you and step back out of the church and ride up to you. Look at me. Look at me, Tatiana. You will remember the joys taken from you. You will remember the white walls
Shut
in the sunlight
Shut
and roses redder
I'm
than
not
blood.
Tatiana.
And gray storms of winter pouring down from the mountain, and you will remember you were with me.
Irene is gonna grit her teeth and just glare into her eye, right back into his eyes, like kind of like shaking nervously, and just say, "I will kill you. The streets of this world will run with your blood."
We are meant to be together. You love me, Tatiana. Remember.
We
And
will
he
be
will
together
turn
in
back and step back into the church, where he will resume his mist form, kind of curling out to you. And you will actually see it hit the holy aura and kind of come up, almost giving the holy aura like a dome form as it hits up and swirls over it. And I need everyone to do some Constitution saving throws as this red mist swirls around them.
Everyone,
Does that affect me
Not
in Arena?
you, everyone in the church. Sorry.
Hey,
Never
Ba-
you, Tatiana.
Baron Von Nice Guy. No one invited you in.
God.
It
Damn,
would seem
dude.
that the owner of this home is not currently home. He will look at the bones and Father Lucian
Motherfucker.
resanctifying.
I have not rolled above a 10 at all this session. Just
Anyone that did not succeed
FYI.
on a 22 saving
Christ.
throw, please take
Uh,
23 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount equal to the necrotic damage taken.
Yeah. Gotta write that down.
Resetting on a long rest.
You can put max underneath your hit points on Foundry.
Wanna.
You can also change it in D&D Beyond.
And the mist will reform right here at the edge of Father Lucian's little magic circle.
Does it look like he has to do that charisma save at all since he attacked me
Which charisma save?
for attacking someone within the?
If you were within the aura, it would not get you.
Oh, okay,
You're right
yeah,
next to Lucian, so you're good.
Yeah. Woo! That is
Yeah,
good news,
because the
I
mist
would've
went
been-
up over the dome.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And so he steps in and just smiling at Father Lucian as he reforms from this red mist. And he will just reach out with his hand and just kind of gently touch what you're assuming is the edges of this aura. And he says, "No matter. This cannot stop me. And it is now Bucephalus' turn. Goodest boy. Horse. And he is going to just come over here. And Winchester, what are you, a bear?
Sunday.
He's going to rear back in fiery, flaming hooves and stamp down on you for a 24 to hit.
Fuck, I love
and
him so much.
25 bludgeoning damage.
Holy shit.
As his
Yeah.
burning
As
hooves.
my witness, that bear is broken in half.
Give him the chair.
As his burning hooves just sear into your flesh. Okay.
I love him so much, but fuck.
Okay, and it is now Toby. It is your turn.
Yes, I'd like to attempt to grapple on this vampire.
Yes. The vampire in front of you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me pull it up. Why isn't it coming up? There we go.
Okay,
A
I'm
19.
gonna try it again.
Okay, go ahead.
Fucking hell.
Okay. So you are unsuccessful in your grapple. Is there anything else you can do?
Is there something else I can do?
Are you raging, Toby?
I am. But it's the fact that I'm exhausted. I
Yeah.
get normal roll.
Yeah.
Which makes me big sad. Shit. No, I think technically that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it is now Irina's turn. There we go.
As Strahd like mists into the church, Irina's like exhaustion like is going to turn into sheer and utter rage as she focuses all of like her hatred and pent up like frustration of the life that she's had to leave with this person and the helplessness that she feels that he can just do whatever the fuck he wants and hurt whoever he wants. And she's going to raise her bow and pour all of that into this next shot. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark on Strahd. I'm gonna give it my all. So auto crit.
Third level of exhaustion.
And I'm using my fucking good table. So we're triple critting this motherfucker. Colossus Slayer and Hunter's Mark damage. She is
Do
pouring
it. Roll it up.
everything into this.
Okay, so you are taking a level of exhaustion, which will be your
let me do
third,
that really
to
quick.
make it
Let
a
me do that
crit,
really
and then
quick.
using your good table on top of it.
Yep.
I
triple crit.
am here for this.
Let me see. All right. So Father's Longbow. We're going to damage. It's going to be add a 1d6. Do you know if I can do like 1d6 comma 1d8 and add it all in here? We're going to try it.
Just 1d6
Or like
plus
plus.
1d8.
Plus. Okay.
I would think plus.
Luca, can I sacrifice my turn to help Sarah's turn out?
How would
a
you
little
do
bit?
that?
You're
I
engaged
want-
with a
Because you're
horse
outside of, you're outside
and a
of
bear.
Yeah.
distance with her and
As-
engaged with a
well,
horse.
Yes. As the arrow is flying, I would like the lightning bolt that I have prepared that was going to strike somewhere else to channel into the arrow and make it a magical attack with lightning damage.
You are currently a bear, though. You cannot cast.
It's already cast. I've been channeling
Oh,
it
okay.
this entire time.
You can still channel while bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can.
That's big druid.
Here's the thing. No.
Oh.
Here's what I'm
Here's the thing. No.
However
gonna
much
do,
that
Luca?
seems super cool, no, because you are engaged with a horse and, quite a few feet away.
Okay.
Here's what I'm gonna do, Luca, because I've got like triple crit energy. I'm gonna roll without the Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer.
Okay.
We can triple that, right? How do you want to do that?
Listen, this is a good table, so like you make your moves. You go hard.
Okay. I'm just trying to think for math wise, like what's going to be the easiest.
Mechanically, I ain't worried.
Roll advantage.
So you go.
Do a critical hit and then a normal hit.
A critical hit and then a normal hit?
Just hit the damage button twice.
Okay, well here's my critical hit. Oh, seriously? Come on. And then a normal. So what is that?
That's 20.
D8. 2D8, but I still need a D6.
Mm-hmm. Well,
we're just gonna add this all up at the end.
It's Hunter's mark would be tripled, also, wouldn't it?
Yep.
So 3d6.
Oh, would it? Okay.
All the damage
3d6,
dice.
and then Colossus Slayer would be another 3d6, right?
3d8.
3D8.
3d8. Okay, so yeah, 3d6 and 3d8.
Oh my gosh, I keep doing
Slash
this.
R,
I'm so
not
bad.
Reddit. Irina keeps trying to look up Reddit on her phone.
No, I'm so sorry.
Slash 3d6.
How to defeat Strahd, please. Curse of Strahd subreddit, will you help me?
3D.
r/ask Reddit help. How defeat vampire help.
Okay.
54
All right.
I'm sensitive.
Wait, so time out. Yeah, okay, yep. That's right, I get it. I'm picking up now. So
94.
54.
54.
54, because it's
54.
the attack with the crit, a crit.
Yeah, but you also. Oh, I see. The 3D8. Got it. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, she's like pulls that back. It's almost like the bow, her father's longbow, like there's almost like it feels like it's going to crack in her hand just from like how fucking done she is with this man's bullshit. And then after that arrow flies, she is going to let's mark this really quick. Pull like just immediately into another one and fire, but this time at disadvantage because my girl's real sleepy.
Okay.
Let's see. Like she's not even waiting for him to respond. I'm thinking the best way.
So with the 54, that first first few attacks are gonna go in and you're gonna see that red glow. However, on one of the, I think it was the third attack, you are actually.
Oh, so it's a single arrow that just slides
Oh,
through the
okay.
air
So
and
you are going to
slams.
see red light, kind of crackle at his back as this bolt goes in, and then that light will dissipate and the bolt will slam into the back of his shoulder.
Gotcha.
And this is the first damage that anyone has seen him take.
And she is going to do the damn thing again. How do I roll at disadvantage? There it is. I'm scared. Oh, still 21. Get wrecked.
Damn,
Nice.
Sarah.
Still a fucking 21. Get wrecked. Okay, we're gonna attack. We're gonna add a 1d6 because that hunter's mark. Go.
Nice.
How
That's an attack
27?
roll.
Oh,
No,
I was
that's
gonna.
Roll the
right.
d20.
Oh, I rolled
the
the
d20.
wrong
I was
one. I'm
gonna
like, there's
say.
no fucking way. Sorry. That freaked
The
me out.
Foundry God is with you. You're doing 27 damage.
14 additional piercing damage as she fires the one and it slams into his shoulder. She's like, there's like that, like she actually fucking hit him as she quickly pulls another and fires again, walking into the church. Just in like, and even as that one hits, she's like reaching back again to grab another arrow. And she is screaming into the church. I choose vengeance, motherfucker.
He will actually straighten and turn, taking out and things, and look back at you, with a curious look on his face, and then say, "Tatiana, my love, I am pleased with your progress." And then turn his attention back to Father Lucian.
She's just going to scream, like, as he turns back, she's like, "Look at me, you fucking bastard!" And just keep moving. That's her turn, though.
That's your turn. Awesome. Winchester, you are up, and a bear, and getting stomped on by a fiery horse. What's
Yeah, no
going
shit.
on?
So I'm currently engaged with the horse.
Oh, also, Luca, that's a permanent wound.
Ooh, get him.
That 54 is a permanent wound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hold on. Well, Ty talks about his turn. I gotta get my wound. I have a permanent wound dice, okay?
Hell yeah.
Well, it's right in
okay,
his shoulder. Just he's got a dislocated shoulder for.
So as far as
I want to use the
know-
die.
As far as I know, I'm engaged with the horse, and so moving, I'll take attacks of opportunity. And I do see, Luca, do I see the vampire in the window? Who's that vampire in the window?
in the window.
Yeah, you can probably see him.
Okay. That vampire seems probably like a better target to me than this fucking giant ass horse. Oh, but Toby's right there.
Yeah, I am.
Balls, I say. I don't feel like taking a hit again.
Just kill the damn horse.
And
Kick its ass.
Is it obvious that this bear is struggling? Because I have like the most perfect vantage point.
I don't know,
bear?
Tyrant. Is the bear struggling very obviously?
The necrotic-looking bear definitely looks more necrotic.
So as a free action, as I can see this, I lift up my glasses and I can see perfectly through this window and out front to Ezek. And I just look Strahd in the eyes and I shout to Ezek, Ezek, cut his pretty horse in half. And you hear me send Ezek to help you.
Oh my. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit and try to run away from the horse first.
Attack of opportunity.
I think what is the speed of a bear?
So
Is
many.
the speed of a bear.
What is the speed of a bear?
After
It's
Very
40.
European.
40.
I don't know. Whoa.
A 16 to hit with the opportunity attack.
Fucking the 16 will hit the bear. Yeah. Damn.
Okay. 22 damage.
Oh, I drop out of bear form.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. Let me real quick. So I take the bear had 17, so I take 5 damage on myself. And I move 40 feet away. So put that right there. And I need to make a Constitution saving throw. Natural 1, my spell fails. This is going famously. I don't suppose this is a window, is it, Luca?
No. That is
I can't see
not a window. It's a little alcove with like candles in it and stuff.
Oh my. Oh my. I am going to cast. Oh man. I'm gonna cast. Okay, he's going to kind of hold his arms out in front of him and bow his head for a moment, and this brilliant 5-foot column of silvery light is going to surround him, and then start moving forward. And I'm casting Moonbeam at 3rd level, and I can't see Strahd, but I know where the vampire is, yes?
Mm-hmm. You
Okay,
do.
so I
Were
should-
you in the church at any point?
I have blind sight.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You can see the vampire.
Although, to be fair, I can just see the vampire. Sweet. And I can cast this out to 120 feet, so I'm going to cast it directly on the vampire, but not hit Toby, because I can do that pretty precisely. I need the vamp to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
at disadvantage. Oh wait, no. Well, actually, the vampire is it considered a shape changer? Because it has like the bat form and the vampire form and all of that.
It does have the shape changer feature. Yes.
Okay, it makes it at disadvantage.
17.
Oh my lord. Yeah, that saves. So it's gonna take half of 14, so it takes 7 radiant damage. That is my turn.
Okay. And then it is now Colin's turn, but really quick. Irina, that second shot you fired at him, I rolled on my thing.
Mm-hmm. Or the first shot, the 54. Yeah.
You took a second one though, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm
but
gonna
the
have
first
it.
one
The
will be
first one
permanent.
applied on his shoulder, so for narrative
Gotcha.
reasons, I'm gonna have it the
Okay,
second
that's totally
one.
fine.
It embedded, sliced into his cheek. The second one. And as he takes it out, you will see his skin begin to form up and stop, leaving a wicked purple scar on his face. And you will see him reach up and touch it, a dark scowl crossing over him. From what you can tell, this is the only scar that he has on him. And it marks him right on the face.
As he like turns and she screams, "Look at me, you bastard!" And as he like turns and puts a hand up, she will continue to just rage. "I will shred your face until you will be the most hideous thing on existence."
Tatiana, you are acting like a child. We will remedy this.
It is better to let someone think you are an idiot than to open your mouth and prove it.
Thick burn! Advantage on your next attack. Cause that fucking got me. Okay. Colin, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna stick next to Father Lucian, both of us in the circle, and I am going to keep my sword up for the moment. Let me see here. So, of course, this doesn't ever have range. That's what makes this hard. It is this. Let me just double check. Okay, this one does have range. So on me, Lucian, Toby, and that's it. I'm going to just cast Whispering Ward and give us all Blade Ward until the end of my next turn. And then I'm going to use Nimble to take the dodge action. So I focus on avoiding attacks until the start of my next turn. Any attack rolled against me has disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
That should be the end of my turn. Yep.
Right. He will, let's see, Ezek. He is going to see Strahd walking towards you and Father Lucian. And he is going to walk up to the edge of the church, and you will see his entire arm glowing again, and he will just grimace and step through, clearly pained, and the first few steps he will kind of stumble, and then he will walk just desperately towards Strahd, where he is going to attack him.
Isaac, what are you doing?
And he is going to hit with a 25. But only 10 slashing damage. As his sword, just like his battle axe, just cleaves into Strahd's back, slashing his cloak. 10 damage. And he will make another attack, but you can see that he is a little winded. And his arm is just continuing to glow, and you will see like red scorch marks kind of following veins up over into his chest. And he misses with his second attack. Van Richten, you are up.
Right, so we're going to move here. And look at that. Look, he's going to look at it. You know what you need to do if you really need to get his attention in the future, right? Yes.
Irina is just full-blown locked in on this guy, like screaming at him, and like will turn and just like, as she turns, it's like the heat of her anger transfers. You know what I mean? Like it's that thing where like she is fully in a singular moment, and she will just look at you like, what?
Are you ready to die?
I am already dead.
That's the spirit. Bonus action, I'm going to designate Strahd as my Slayer's Prey. So that's basically a hunter's mark, but not. And then we're going to fire a heavy crossbow at him. 26.
Yep, that'll hit.
Alright, so it'll be another d6 on there. For 10 with the silver bolt.
Nice.
And then
again, these attacks are actually causing damage.
Yes.
For the first time you guys have really seen.
We're going to, and then Khan is going to go up and try and bite him.
Okay.
For 23.
Oh, nice.
For 8 damage, it's to
Way
sink
to go,
its large
kitty.
teeth into its leg.
Okay. Very good. And let's see here. We've got he is going to use one of his legendary actions before taking his turn. Well, this vampire spawn out here is just wreaking havoc. I'm going to remove them from... Yeah, there you go. Strahd's actually going to use his legendary action before taking damage. Or taking his turn. And then 19 to hit. So he is using his legendary damage to shoot forth crackling energy at this holy aura, just channeling it, focused in a single point. And you will see the aura falls away. And then he will step forward, closer to Lucian. Isaac is going to get an opportunity attack, though.
So did Khan.
That's true. A 21 to hit with 11 damage. Nice.
25.
Okay.
12.
And Strahd will just walk right up to Father Lucian. And he is going to cast What do I need to save? I gotta have Lucian make a save. And he is going to cast Dominate Person. You want me to use my reroll here? I will use it here.
You have 2 of them, technically.
It's still not enough.
Use the other one.
Okay.
Come on,
Still not enough. So, Strahd is just going to place a hand on Father Lucian's cheek and just say, "Guys, you are done with this now." And Father Lucian is going to just stop casting and stand up. As he has Dominate Person cast on him. So, he is going to Father, look at these creatures invading your holy place.
God damn it.
Please help me rid them from this wonderful chapel you have here. And Father Lucian is going to enter the battle.
Irina will like scream over everything like, "Father, do not listen to him."
And Father Lucian will stand up and he will look around, and the first thing he's going to see is Toby. And he's going to cast Guiding Bolt.
What?
Mm-hmm. Well, there we go. For a crit.
Oh shit!
God damn it.
For
You're
10
gonna crit on this
radiant
ceremony?
damage. And then Strahd will just smile and then look up at you, Colin, and says, "Failure is hardly a surprise at this point." And it's now Bucephalus' turn, who is on a quest to kill this bear that is no longer a bear. Oh, my tooth! Okay. He's gonna attack you. With his hooves, his flaming hooves of death. 22.
Yeah, it hits.
For 21 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm looking rough.
Toby, it is your turn.
Cool. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna attempt to grapple this piece of shit again. I'll add my +2 to this, so it's a 19.
Okay. That will not... Oh, you're attacking the dude next to you?
Yep.
That'll hit. Yep.
So he's grappled?
He's grappled.
Sweet. I would like to just take him and just fucking throw him at Strahd. And I mean like full strength, just fucking whip him around like a shot and chuck it.
If I can yell at Toby while you're doing that. Toby, redirect towards Lucian instead. Take that as you wish.
It is too late, I have declared.
Okay. You are going to throw him towards Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
However, that is... Strahd is essentially going to parry.
Okay, because I would like to follow up with it by just like dashing to try to go right at Strahd while he's busy trying to
get
stop a full
advantage as
body.
he's distracted with like tossing aside his vampire. Yeah.
Excellent. A 25 to hit. And I would like Mr. Strahd to make a strength save or get knocked prone on his ass.
A strength save. Let's see here. A strength save.
It's a 16.
Oh, I need it to be a saving throw. Hold on. Come here, Strahd. A 23.
Yeah, so he's not knocked prone, but...
Okay. Is he
he did
knocked back?
No, that's just me like trying to tackle him down, but I'm too...
Okay.
I'm not strong enough.
All right, he will just stand rooted firmly in place, and you're just like throwing yourself against him, and it's like throwing yourself against a tree.
But he does take 9 magical slashing.
Okay.
And I will do it one more time. A 26 to hit. Or
that'll
10
hit.
magical slashing.
Okay.
Tear and rend. He does have to make those, or is he concentrating and has to make con saves for that spell? Or no?
He does not. For dominate person, does he?
Should be concentration, yeah.
I mean, he could have like his own thing.
I can have him do concentration check. That's fine. I've got a plus 11. Let's see. Yep.
Oh,
shit.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you can't fail. So.
You have to do massive amounts of damage for that to fail.
So never mind. Don't bother.
I mean, I guess if he rolls a 1, maybe, but...
That's not even a crit fail unless Luca wants to deem it.
Yeah.
But... Shit. I tried.
It is now Irina's turn.
Irina, as she kind of goes to take more steps into the church and wavers and sees that Strahd has turned Father Lucian, and she'll call out to Strahd, "Some fucking lord of the land relying on old men to save him." An attempt to piss him off, she's gonna use her father's longbow, and I'm gonna use my advantage on this attack to just make it a normal roll. Here, 27. Let's fucking go.
Okay, that'll hit.
And I am gonna apply, because he has taken damage, I'm gonna apply my Colossus Slayer as well. D8 for 13 piercing damage, and she's going to fire that off. She'll reach again, her hand kind of moving more sluggishly as she goes, not waiting for a response. Imagine being the leader of an entire world and not being able to handle your own shit.
All right, is that
25 to hit? Let's go. My girl's on fire. That's a disadvantage. She pissed off.
That'll hit.
All right. For an additional 8 piercing damage, as she's filling this motherfucker with arrows.
Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm. You should wipe your face, Strahd. Looks like you have a little bit of bullshit by your mouth.
He will turn to you and say, using his legendary action to make an unarmed strike, he will be like, "Tatiana, my love, you are so right. I should not rely on old men." And he will reach out and just snap Father Lucian's neck.
Fuck. That backfired, y'all.
At which point he will just kind of chuckle to himself and turn, and then just kind of raise an eyebrow at Ezek. "You are not where you belong." And then Winchester, it is your turn.
Okay. How far away? That's out of my range. I didn't see what happened. Wow. Winchester, who's about to try to get into the church again, realizes that he's just bringing another combatant into the fray that could do a lot of damage to his friends. And so he's just going to kind of stopping in his tracks and looking back at the horse, is going to summon the golden stake in his hand, and is going to circle around to the back of the horse, drawing its attention away, and is just going to make an attack at it.
Okay.
And does not hit.
Would you like it to?
No.
Fine.
That's my action.
Okay.
And all I can do.
This vampire is going to stand up, looking very upset, and just leap at you, Toby.
That's not very cash money of him.
And he is going to do a bite at you. Why? Do the thing. Oh my god.
Shit.
A 23 to hit.
Unfortunate.
And a 23 damage. Nice.
Holy shit snacks. Is the 16's necrotic?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I need to know because since I'm raging, I have to half the piercing.
Yes.
So 7 turns to 3, so 19 damage.
And he is just like right up in your face, biting at you. And then it is Colin's turn.
All right. Colin is going to step in front of the altar and kind of just look over everything real quick and just give a smirk and pull out a glass orb and start completing the ritual. That's what he's doing.
Can you, Colin, make a religion check for me? And I will tell you that you may give it your all.
Can I vote for Arcana?
Yes,
Okay.
because you were watching him perform the magic.
Uh-huh.
You could give it
Yep.
your all.
That's what Colin's all about, is watching, noting an Arcana. Give it your all as an automatic success, right?
Yes, but you do take a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, Colin's only at 1 level, so yeah, he'll give it his all as he steps out and grabs the orb and just channels everything into completing the ritual.
All right. You, following the steps that you saw Father Lucian taking, and your knowledge of the occult helping you, you are able to perform the last bits needed for this ritual, and you will feel a welling of energy as you place these bones back in their resting place and close the little glass case lid. And you will feel a pulse go out from it. The vampire is consumed on the spot in fiery white glow. So Toby, he is no longer on you, and you are left covered in ash.
Again?
Strahd, his face will flip back, looking at you, Colin, and you will see shock on his face. And he will immediately turn into bats and shriek, burst out of the windows, shattering all that is left of the stained glass.
Can I try to bite one?
Winchester, you will see... No.
Oh, damn it.
Ah, I lost a tooth! Again!
You tell me no, you lose tooth.
No! Ha! Winchester, you will see bats erupt out of the chapel, shattering all the glass, and Bucephalus will, like, whinny back and then immediately fly off into the sky. Colin, you have succeeded in resanctifying the bones. You feel a sense of peace and protection here that you had not felt here before. And you know with a certainty that this is probably one of the few safe places in this land. However, the city still burns around you. Creatures feasting on the townspeople. What you will do from here, we will solve next session. Is there anything anyone would like to say or do, like play-wise? We're out of initiative though.
Yeah, Irina's like, as Strahd turns into bats and explodes out the building, Irina, who's kind of slumped against the wall, will just collapse, exhausted, tears like streaming down her face, and she'll just under her breath, "That's right, you fucking coward."
Months of planning, preparation, examination. Oh, to put a scratch on his cheek. Vielleicht sehr, was war's it?
Okay.
Very talkative bunch.
Yeah, I know. Everyone stands around just looking at you in shock, exhausted, panting hard, still kind of stunned from what just occurred. And if no one else is doing anything, we will do sign-offs.
Oh, definitely very tired, but as I limp along, I make sure to lead. Well, actually, walk up to Ezek, and since I completed the ritual, I know that the bones belong to a saint, but is Ezek more welcome here now?
He does not appear to be. There are still, like, burning, glowing scorch marks spreading across his chest, and he is starting to lean on his axe, just panting at you. But still just silent, eyes locked, staring.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my arm around him and just say, let's get you out of here, pal. Thank you so much.
He will limp out where he can try and catch his breath, nodding at you.
Yep. I'm just gonna take a seat and just, like the scene in Avengers, but without shawarma, just sit there in silence, exhausted.
Okay. Go ahead.
Winchester will just walk into the church past everybody and just like go to lean on the pew here, but will just collapse into a heap because he is basically dead at this point.
What's everyone's HP at and exhaustion levels? Go ahead and sound off.
Full health, 3 levels of exhaustion.
25 out of half of my normal 80, but only 1 level of exhaustion.
And Winchester, you're at 5?
1 level of exhaustion, 5 hit points.
I have 3.
I have
Not
28
exhaustion, I'm fine.
28 health and 2 levels of exhaustion. But if someone would have went down to 0, I would have instead. So that was pretty intense.
We were close.
Yeah. I think this is
right.
the last day of the Saint card. If I sleep, I think I'm rid of it.
Okay, well, we can deal with that next session because I don't know if you guys are going to get a chance to rest right now.
Yep.
But thank you all. That will conclude session 13, the Feast of Saint Andral. Though there are still obviously some feast issues to clear up, some unwelcome guests that have stayed too long at the feast and need to be ushered out. And we will resolve that next session, which is Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific on July 3rd. I am Lukalak, and I have been your Dungeon Master this morning. Thank you all for joining us, and for all of the tables, players, starting with Sarah, if you want to go around and say good evening.
Absolutely. Hi, I'm host Eric Franco. I played Irina Koliana, the human ranger, and someone should tell Strahd that being a huge dick does not give you one. So he should fuck right off. If you like my face and the words I say sometimes, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Osiris Franco. Stick around here on TPK Roleplay because in a couple of hours, what is that? 1 p.m. Mountain Standard, 2 at CST, 3 EST, we have Murder and Coffee with myself and my co-host Ty. We're joined by Luca and the Incredible Saint, where we're going to talk about conflict resolution in tabletop RPGs and like how to handle tense interactions with players and all the stuff. It's going to be really good. I'm very excited to have this conversation because I think it's really important. And then tonight, I will be moving to the GM chair at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to run the Bard's Refrain. I'm excited. I can't believe we are 11 sessions in and nearing end game. And there is going to be you're not going to want to miss it. So come check it out. Other places you can find me next week here on TBK Roleplay. I am in the Atrium of Aquarius, Atrium of Aquarius, our Altered Carbon campaign on Monday. Catch me in the Harpers on Tuesday. Next Thursday, you can find me over at Nat 20 in Roundhouse Alpha. And next Friday, back here with Something's Wrong with the Rats, a one-shot run by Fazul, which will be amazing. So lots of super cool things going on. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and supporting us and all the new people from the raid. And I'm going to kick it over to Cole.
Hello, everyone. My name is Korabi. I play Colin, the human antiquarian. If you don't know what an antiquarian is, I basically pretend to do magic by stealing it from other people, a la the ending of the episode. So personally, I do things on Twitch sometimes, but for the next little bit, it's TPK. Got a lot of stuff in June and July. Like Sarah said, stick around today and tomorrow, both very huge days with tons of streams. You will see me again on Tuesday, perhaps, I think, because I heard the Harpers need a boat. Hopefully I'm not remembering that wrong. And then on the 29th, I'll be GMing a one-shot of Score, a heist system. And then in July, we have tons of stuff that we will talk about lots. So keeping it quick, and we'll pass it along to Ty.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tyrant. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Dr. Tyrant. I played Winchester, the half-elf druid, who I used all of my shit today. So we'll see what happens next episode. But he's learning. Luca offered me a deal today, and I said no. I will be co-hosting Murder and Coffee at 12 PST, 12 p.m. PST today, so definitely come check that out. It's going to be a really cool episode. And then I will be in Atrium of Aquarius on Monday, our Altered Carbon campaign. Shit's really starting to happen. Shit's been happening. But now, I don't know, my character's probably going to die in a horrible, gruesome way come Monday. So if you want to see that, come check it out. Tuesday, I will be back for Harper Investigations. I'm super excited to reprise my role as Ego, the Loxodon cleric. It's a lot of fun, and he's learning. Definitely a journey to be had. And then this coming up Thursday will be episode 2 of Wrath of the Many, my 4-part miniseries that is designed to tell an entire campaign story in 4 episodes. The players had a really tense kind of heartstring episode last time, and this episode is only going to ramp it up even more. So definitely come check that out if you're interested. It's very apocalypse themed and whatnot. But that is what I have going on. Tony.
Yo, I threw somebody today.
Hell
Champion.
yeah.
I'm here for Harper's on Tuesday. I don't know what's gonna happen. It'll be interesting. That's all I got going though, so we'll move to Turk.
Hello. I'm Turk. I was playing with Salvio, but secretly I was playing a dude disguised as another dude. And in fact, the good doctor Rudolph von Richten, the human cleric ranger. So, with that being said, I had some fun times. I had to use my fully armored kitty cat, and we'll hunt down Strahd eventually. But if you want to see more of the things I do, of course, I have fantastic news. I will be on later tonight with the Bar's Refrain as Bloody Bootstraps. Should be a whole lot of fun. We'll probably kill somebody. If not, who knows? I'll find a way to do it. Sunday will be a very special episode of 12 Party Recap. You will not want to miss it. Or maybe you do want to miss it. I'm not your mom. Tuesday, I'll be here with the Harpers as the fully armored himbo Ulrich. I got some cool stuff. And then Thursday, I'll be over on Nat 20 with Roundhouse Alpha. And then this following Sunday, the 27th, I'll be over on Neon Lights for Only War, which should be a whole lot of fun. Blowing up all the things, sharing all the skills, committing all the war crime. It's good. But yes, Sarah's sending a whole bunch of cryptic messages in chat, which means it's time to send it back to Luca.
Yes, me. Listen, I'm going to be here all day. And most of tomorrow, too. So catch me back here in like an hour-ish for Murder and Coffee. And then tonight for Bar's Refrain. And then tomorrow is Women in Gaming. Our second time doing this. And it is a special online event to raise money for Hope Haven of CC Women's Shelter. And we are starting off at 8 a.m. Pacific. Right? With the Fellowship TTRPG, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then there's Roundtable after that, and Weekend at Strahd, so none of you are allowed to watch because spoilers, but you can just hang out and chat with it muted. And then we've got TPR at the end of it. So, and then obviously Altered Carbon, Harper's, and just all the things after that. And that will be it for me. Thank you everyone for coming out, and hopefully see you back here the rest of today and tomorrow. We're gonna raid the Curse of Strahd subreddit's channel. They're doing Twice Bitten, which is an excellent campaign. For those of you that don't care about spoilers, I suggest you watch it. Okay. Goodbye everyone.